With
All
JB.
right. So you want my advice? What do you want my advice about, man?
Ask him about marriage and relationships.
Yeah, man. So you're newly married, okay?
Right.
I'm actually older than you, but I am 100% single, man. And so what's
Okay.
some good advice you can give me for helping find the right one? And just some good tips up front. What do you got?
Have you dated before, like long-term relationships?
I have. Yes, I have.
Were you taking it serious or were you not taking it serious?
I was. I would have said I was taking it serious.
So were you guys physically active in the sheets?
Oh my God.
We're going there.
How
we're
intimate
not.
how intimate are we getting?
I was
in this
I was
live?
a good boy. I was good.
Authenticity, breeds security. To be honest, you know what I mean.
I agree with that.
You guys were holding out,
Yeah, we were.
and
So
so that's good. So a lot of as we know, that stuff can cloud your judgment and cloud your
exactly.
decision making and cloud whether you know that person is right for you or not, because there's that's kind of a blinder.
Yeah, there's a timing to these things. I agree with you.
Exactly.
Sure.
So I think when I really got serious with Haley is when I stopped having sex, because it made things super clear to me. I was able to really build that foundation with her, build that trust. Yeah. She was able to take me seriously and know, like, oh, if I'm not doing it with her, then I'm not doing it with anybody else. And she kind of got to trust me in that aspect.
I love
so
that.
That kind of brought us to the next level.
I agree with you 100%.
What's been the greatest thing you've learned in your first year of marriage that would maybe help other people that are, in relationships?
I mean, every relationship's different because certain relationships have like baggage. Some people don't. Haley and I started years ago and like we had an on and off thing and had some trust issues and stuff. But I think for the most part, like consistency and time really shows, and you get to see the person's character with time. When you're consistent and you're walking with Jesus, I think as that person sees you constantly doing the same thing, making the same effort every day, they start to trust that is the person that you are. And in areas where you are growing, they get to see that that's where your head's at, that's where your mind's at, and you constantly are speaking things into existence, and that becomes your reality rather than, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's been super cool, is like making the commitment to, because at the end of the day, it's a choice, right? Like when you get married, it was a decision, and I didn't know, like you don't ever like no, but like you make the choice, this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And
it's totally a choice.
That's what I did.
think that can help a lot of people. It's fully a choice to marry someone. I love what you said about consistency, because it really does build up to create a super safe, beautiful relationship.
Exactly.
But when you're just choosing to be consistent day in, day out, it doesn't really feel like much, but it is. It's everything.
It's everything. I said something the other day, like marriage just keeps getting better day by day. Like my marriage with my wife just keeps getting better. And you have things in society where people are like, someone said to me, well, you haven't been married, X, Y amount of years, right? And I just don't want to have that attitude. Like, I really feel like my marriage gets better every day. Wouldn't you agree, babe? We got Haley's attention now. She's off the phone.
Hails!
What's up to the crew?
Hey.
Hi.
You guys are coaching David D.
We're trying to give David some.
I was trying to listen to what he was saying, because I was like, what is he saying about our relationship right now? I got nervous.
No, I'm just talking about our relationship and how, we started off, with some trust issues, you know what I mean? And, what broke those things and got us to realize that, this person is, because we're all work in progress every day. We have our blind spots, but like to say, this is the person that I want to be, and I'm going to spend every day trying to be that person for you and following Jesus in the process. And by doing that, he's going to, teach me how to love you better, how to serve you better, how to, be more patient, more kind. And, that's kind of what has allowed you to kind of see where my heart is based on the consistency, you think? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you made a choice to trust that God put us in this, like, put us together.
I also just think that, like, even from the beginning, when, like, you know, we first started hanging out from, like, you know, just being friends, progressing elsewhere, and now there's a dog, progressing elsewhere, and then, you know, like, going from not, like, friends to not friends, like, more than friends. I feel like I just always could see, I feel like you let me see a different part of you because we were such good friends, and
sure.
I was spending time with you in a different kind of space.
For sure.
We were spending a lot of time together, so I felt
sure.
like regardless of all whatever, like, stupid decisions you were out doing and making, I felt like that wasn't really what you wanted, just based on the conversations we had behind closed doors, and based on the people that were around you and the people who inspired you, like Rich and Judah and all those people who you were like, you know, you knew you wanted the same kind of thing that all of them had.
Yeah.
You guys dated, then you didn't date, but then you eventually got married. What, some people, like, maybe don't understand, like, the power of marriage, or even when we even say that, they're like, what does that mean? What felt different after being married? Like, it's more than just living together, and it's more than just having sex.
One thing, like, for us that specifically made things confusing in the beginning is because we were, like, sleeping together when we were younger. So, you know, obviously that, like, stirs up a lot of, I mean, I think for me it can stir up feelings, and it can get confusing, and, you know, it just can make things just harder. So
Complicated.
Yeah, it can complicate things for sure. Definitely, because if you're like, we're friends, but we're not friends, but we're more.
I think I was always honest with her, though, with where I was at before. Yeah. And I think that helped, because I never made her believe that, like, you know, I was always like, you know, I'm in a place where I'm really not ready to fully commit, because, like, that's just not where I'm at. I don't know really what's going on in my life. Like, I kind of wasn't all in with Jesus at the time. I was kind of just trying to figure out my, like, what boundaries I was going to set for myself, what I, you know, kind of what I believed in at the time. And so as I was doing that, you know, Haley and I were just, you know, that's why sin is just such a blinder, and can be such a confusing thing, because, you know, it just makes things really messy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's like, it made things a little messy, and it was like, he wanted to do the right thing. So, like, we would be together, and we were, like, dating for a second, and then, you know, he realized, like, okay, this is not what I want right this very second. So then it would, you know, try to go back to, like, friends, and then we'd be dating again. And then it was like, you know, I'm going on tour, so I take it back. I don't want to be in a relationship right now. But he never lied about it. He never was like, you're the only person for me, and I'm going to love you forever. He was always super honest. Like, that's just not the place that I'm in right now. So obviously, like, you guys know that we, like, went our separate ways for a bit, because it just got too confusing, I think, for both of us.
What do you think it is for you? Do you think anything's holding you back from, are you looking? Are you trying to find that special someone? Are you digging this season you're in, where you're kind of playing the field?
No, I think I'd be open to jumping in something right now. I think I'm in a good place where I don't feel rushed at all, which I don't really want to be rushed. I don't think you should be rushed in this area.
Right.
But yeah, if I felt confident enough in a relationship, I feel like I'm in a place where I would definitely go for it, which is good.
That's awesome.
You know?
That's awesome.
Just has to be the right girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm waiting for someone that I match really well with, and that I feel confident enough to go there with.
It's totally different for everyone. Like, I think people forget in our situation, like, we had history with each other. So it wasn't like two strangers that came together and were like, I think we're supposed to get married. Like, it wasn't that at all, I think.
Like, we'd known each other since we were 13 years old.
Yeah. Since we were kids. And also, like, in our time together, we had conversations about, like, where we saw our future. And he was telling me, like, you're the person that I see myself that I see myself marrying when I was like 19.
He's marking his territory.
Right.
I'm the man.
What does that mean? I'm so sad about VOUS conference.
I know.
I miss you guys.
Are you guys
I want
doing
you guys-
something
I
for
want you to
You
be a
VOUS?
guys
part of the
realize that
conference.
we got back together at your conference. Like, that's a monumental thing for our relationship.
So special.
We're
We're still
doing
doing it this
a
year.
digital conference, and I want to interview you guys during the conference on relationships.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
do it.
We'll tell you our relationship story since, it sparked back up at VOUS. Thanks,
Hello.
guys.
I love that you said it gets better and better, JV. Because
Every day.
we feel the same way. It really does. Sometimes you try to hold on to the moment, and you think like, how could it get better? But it does. And same with
Absolutely.
kids.
Totally
Like,
does.
I love the stages they're in, and I couldn't imagine it getting better, but it does.
Can't wait for you guys to have kids. Oh, it's gonna be
That'd
great.
be so
It's
good.
going to be so fun.
Where are the kids now? Are they in bed?
Sleeping, yeah.
They're asleep.
Aww. You guys are
love
incredible.
you guys.
We're so grateful for you guys. And
Love
we'll be
you
praying,
so
we'll be praying
much.
for you, David.
Thank you, bro. Hey, thank you for the fire advice too, man. Gave me
Thanks,
some
man.
gold tonight.
Thank you.
Pray
man.
harder. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Just pray harder.
Pray
We're
harder.
gonna find her.
I'll do what I can. It's good to see you guys. We love you.
I love you both a whole lot.
Love you
Love
guys.
Have
you
the
Love
so
best
you.
much.
night.